China has also hit back at the United States, accusing Washington of stirring up trouble with Southeast Asia. US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has described China's pursuit of resources in the South China Sea as unlawful. Simon Marks joins us from Washington, D.C. for more on this story. Simon, why is Mike Pompeo making that remark, and why now?
Well, utterly and completely unlawful was the phrase that the Secretary of State used about China's acquisition of territory in the South China Sea. And this is an important move by the United States. It's the first time that a US official has characterized China's actions as being illegal. It is seen by the Trump administration as an effort to underpin a ruling made in 2016 by the International Tribunal in The Hague, which argued that China was engaged in an illegal land grab. And this is an attempt by the authorities here in Washington to try and see whether, with the United States weighing in like this, it can result in that tribunal's verdict essentially having repercussions for the Chinese. The United States so far has stopped short of saying that it absolutely will provide defensive aid to countries in the region that are also impacted by China's expansionism in the South China Sea. The Chinese, of course, have completely rejected this move by the Trump administration, characterizing it yet again as interference in China's internal affairs and insisting that China is completely within its rights to be doing what it's doing in the South China Seas. But this is a ratcheting up not just of the rhetoric on that particular issue from Washington, but also more broadly a ratcheting up of tensions in the US-China relationship. And you can't divorce this from all the other issues that have been swirling between Washington and Beijing over the last few weeks and months.
Exactly, Simon. So weighing with the US weighing in, ratcheting up relations, how bad can it actually go, or how worried should we be about this strained relationship between the two nations?
Well, there continues to be, Glenda, every indication that between now and November the 3rd, America's presidential election day, Donald Trump is going to campaign extensively using China as a target. He was asked at the White House yesterday whether the Phase 1 trade deal is still intact. He said, yes, it's intact, but he articulated that in a manner that indicated to him almost that didn't matter anymore, that the relationship with China had moved to such a negative point that given the arrival of what he constantly now refers to as the China plague, COVID-19 on American shores, that overshadows completely the relationship. China, of course, yesterday sanctioned a number of top Republican officials, including Senators Marco Rubio of Florida and Ted Cruz of Texas. Those sanctions largely symbolic, but they are symbolic of a rapidly declining relationship between Beijing and Washington, D.C., and a relationship that for the President of the United States, he believes is an opportunity to go to the American public and blame China, not just for the COVID-19 pandemic here, but of course for the economic consequences that it has wrought for Americans from coast to coast. In other words, this is going to continue to get ugly.
Well, indeed, you're going to be keeping your eyes out for that. Simon Marks speaking to us in Washington, D.C.